Hi guys, Happy New Year. New year, new updates on TVs and so many things because CES has started and we've just had the first insight into what the new LG TVs are all about. So in this video, I'm focusing on just the LG G5 model. If you want to know more about the other models, do drop me a comment and I'm happy to share that. But as an owner of G4, I was particularly interested in what LG has to offer, how they improved on their already excellent TV. So here are the details that we know so far. So this year, the G5 comes in 6 new sizes compared to the 5 sizes last year. 48 inches being added, which is really great if you want to add the G5 to your bedroom or another spare room. I think small sizes, depending on the price, I might potentially buy the G5 in the smallest version. And the second thing that we know is, unfortunately, despite it being available in smaller sizes, LG have stopped with the experiment of having 2 different models, one with the stand and another with the wall bracket. This year, you're not getting any stand at all. You're just getting the wall bracket. I mean, it's nice for anyone who's happy to wall mount the TV. I mean, the wall bracket is super tiny. It does make it look like you're hanging up a photo frame, but everyone doesn't have the luxury to wall mount the TV. I mean, the option to have it on a TV stand was preferable by some, but I think what would have happened last year was maybe the wall-mounted model was eating into the C4, probably why LGS decided to stick to an wall-mounted version, but that's definitely a bad news for anyone who's interested in buying the G5. You could potentially pick up something from Amazon for maybe under £100 to keep it on a TV stand, but definitely sucks. It definitely looks like it's a step backwards by LG. The third point, which is the biggest one, is this year LG has announced that they have moved away from the MLA panel in favor of a 4-stack OLED display type. LG is saying it's going to provide us a significant brightness boost. With the TVs coming around in April and May, LG will probably give us small previews of how the new display type works, but it is a massive shock for me that there was loads riding on the MLA. If you've seen my review of the G4, I spoke about how well the MLA does and one of the reasons why I bought it. So it does feel a bit like a strange move to sort of move to something that I'm pretty sure LG is going to probably do a good job, but it does surprise me that they've completely got rid of it. And the fourth thing is, as ever, it's got the Alpha 11 A1 processor. Generation 2, so it's probably going to have a minor upgrade on the already excellent processor, but we don't know. Again, there's no information available on what the differences in these processors are. Fifth changes that I've managed to keep track is on the gaming mode. Now you get 165 hertz of refresh rate. Again, it's fantastic for anyone who's gaming using these TVs, but I think it will be awesome on the smaller TVs. I've got a 77-inch and I don't tend to game a lot, but if you've got a smaller TV, which is perfect for gaming, I think you can take advantage of that. But most of the time, these TVs are like a family unit. Like you often buy them in the bigger sizes, like 65, 75 inches. So I'm not really sure how much changes that's going to make when the G4 already has the 120 hertz, 4K, 120 hertz on the gaming setup, which I thought was a fantastic addition anyway. So for LG to actually improve that, it's an amazing feat for a year-on-year upgrade. Next thing that we know is we're getting a new remote. I'm not really sure why the current remote control gets a lot of stick from the users. I think it's fantastic. It stands out. It's different. I love the mouse, but it's not available for users in UK and Italy. I don't know if that's in something to do with the EU law or not, but you're definitely getting a new remote, which looks like the remote that Samsung gives. I mean, everything looks a bit flat. I don't think it looks really good, but for anyone who ate the old remote, you're getting a new one. And lastly, LG have promised more AI features. I mean, do you want to talk to your TV? I don't really use a lot of the AI features. I did test them previously on my G4. I see why LG is doing that, but do you really want to talk to your remote? Do you really want to talk to your TV? I think some of these features do feel a bit like it's showcasing LG's prowess in terms of the technology and what they could do, rather than it's going to sort of amplify anything. Yes, the AI mode when it comes to display settings might help, but AI being baked into UI, again, I wasn't a big fan of the newer LG UI, so I'm not really looking forward to the AI changes. I think this year LG has cheaped out massively. I think the move away from MLA indicates there is a cost concern. I think MLA panels probably are more expensive than the newer panels that they're going to create with the 4-stack. The remote, again, looking at the preview pictures and what's been released in CES, doesn't look like it's made out of high quality. I felt like the current LG remote has a look and feel that you attribute towards LG. You know, when you're looking at an LG remote, the new one doesn't sort of give the LG vibes. And again, it's bizarre for LG to get rid of the TV stand option. Why? I mean, clearly you'd be able to attract more buyers by having multiple models available that potentially people could buy. Like I have the luxury to wall mount my TVs, but not everyone does. Feel a bit like cost is at the center of some of these decision makings. So I'm not really sure what are the corners that they've cut with this year's offering. And it also seems a bit like there's just more focus on AI. Like, how much AI do we want? There's just AI at every turn. Mainly because when you compare to the Samsung TVs and Sony TVs, Samsung TVs, the UI is terrible and it's super slow. And Sony TV struggled from the Google TV and then the lag. There's just too many apps. There's so many things going on in the background. And I think the TV softwares aren't made for those side of usages that we tend to associate ourselves with, like a mobile or on a laptop. And I feel a bit like LG just gambling all in on AI just means it's just one extra device that you have at your house with AI powered in, but not necessarily something that you wanted. I don't know how energy efficient it's gonna make the TV. So it almost feels a bit like you're cutting corners on one side. LG is giving us features that no one's asked for, taking away features that everyone really wanted or enjoyed. So I'm not really sure what the play is. It would have been nice to see actual improvements, such as the anti-reflecting panel. Like currently in G4, I'm not particularly happy with the current performances of the anti-reflection. Yes, I can see it's there, but I can still see my lights through. I can still see my face. Compared to a Samsung model, like Samsung's anti-reflecting actually does a really good job. It improves the brightness of the screen so you don't actually see any reflection. Maybe that's why they got rid of MLA. I don't know, but at this point in time, an improvement to the anti-reflection would have been super helpful. I was hoping for a better UI. The current UI is a mess. I think since my last video, they've managed to introduce shopping cart. Like, I don't want to do shopping through my TV. I'd rather do it to my phone or through my laptops. And then also some of the issues that plagued G4 when it released, like such as the HDMI 2 issues, like what's an update on that? Like, have LG fix it? Meaningful fixes, which I was hoping to hear, I haven't heard anything about. All in all, I don't think I am super excited by the new LG G5 model as much as how I was excited about the G4. I think from where I stand, the smaller panel at 48-inch does appeal to me because I could put one at the back of my room. But depending on the price point, I'm not really sure whether I'd go for it. But again, what are the trade-offs? I guess if I'm just looking for a smaller TV, I might as well get the C4, not the G4. But yeah, it's just pretty strange this year. It feels a bit like LG has cheaped out, and on paper, or at least on previews, the G4 does still look like a better TV. So if you're on the market, go and grab those final G4s that are out there before they sell out. But till then, let's wait and see what LG has to say about this, about the new processors, the new panels, and let's just hope that it's better than G5. Till I see you in the next video. Take care.